Now, speaking of the future of our industry, in addition to honoring achievement in the industry each year, our Academy is deeply committed to identifying and developing our next generation of media creators and leaders. Not that any of us are in a rush to hand that baton off, but as Bob Dylan reminds, the times they are a-changing. We are honored tonight to have a gentleman who, in my mind, is among the best of this generation's journalists, to introduce the best of the next generation, the recipients of our Academy Scholarships. Please join me warmly in welcoming 60 Minutes correspondent, former evening news anchor, former chief White House correspondent, honored for his achievements in journalism by the DuPont, the Peabody, the Polk and Murrow Awards, and over, well, no, not 40, now it's 41 National Emmy Awards from CBS. Please welcome Scott Pelley.
A lot of formers in there. Friends, I am honored to present the Mike Wallace Memorial Scholarship at this 47th News Emmy Awards ceremony. There have been many great 60 Minutes correspondents over the years. I see Sharon Alfonsi there in the audience. One of our nominees tonight for her great work. But of course, in 1968, Mike Wallace was a founder of 60 Minutes. And toward the end of his nearly 40 years at the broadcast, I had the privilege of working with him. This scholarship, funded by CBS News, is a lasting tribute to Mike's example. Honest, fair reporting, repudiating bias of every kind. This year's Mike Wallace Memorial Scholarship is presented to a young man with Mike's spirit, Santiago Campos of Washington, D.C. Santiago has a talent for in-depth storytelling and a work ethic honed over 4 years of production classes in high school. Whether in front or behind the camera, this student reporter is passionate, careful, and hands-on about the stories that he tells. His mission is to help people understand complex stories that have great social impact and give voice to the voiceless. I think Mike would see something of himself in this year's recipient. Let's have a look at a sample of Santiago Campos's work.
When my father was young, in the 1980s and 90s, the process to cross Border Patrol checkpoints often didn't involve showing papers. They would simply ask you whether or not you were a citizen.
What if one day I say yes and they don't believe me? Because it was purely based on what you looked like. We were poor, we were brown, we didn't have any kind of identity documents that said that we were from here. Mentally, it was a constant threat that we had to encounter anytime we traveled out of this area.
God, how we need these young people. Please welcome this year's Mike Wallace Scholarship recipient, Santiago Campos.
Well, that was me, and that was Scott Pelley, so. First and foremost, I want to thank the Natus Foundation for this award. I want to thank my friends, family, and my teacher, Ashley Porter. She and my mom are in the room tonight. I want to thank them for the resources and the support that I wouldn't be here without. And while I want to thank CBS News for funding this generous gift towards my education, I want to also acknowledge how the recent direction of the outlet stains the legacy of Mike Wallace, the namesake of this scholarship. As corporate elites take hold, over the very pipes through which our information flows, journalism that serves the people becomes increasingly harder to come by, yet ever more crucial. And what the people want is the truth. So if at any time you hesitate to utter the word genocide or remain silent in the face of blatant lies, remember to ask yourself, who is this for? I hope you choose us. Thank you.
Congratulations to Santiago Campos. We look forward to seeing your work in the future. God, we need young people like you right behind us. Thank you. God bless you. I know that Mike Wallace is looking down at you with pride at this very moment. Now on with the show.